unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
Here's May to throw it on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards. We'll give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance. But I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough. And they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
On 1st and 10, here's May. And this one is intercepted. It's DJ Reed.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. Big gain for the Jets there. That is a 74-yard gain. Now, this looks like a design run. And he will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, New York. And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Tony, the man in motion. He'll try to run it with Hall. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Now from a yard farther back, it's 3rd and goal. He'll try to run with Hall. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
Here we go, set. 70 Lion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught to the goal line and in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On play action, here's May. And that is intercepted by Denzel Ward. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Let's go. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, a loose football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet. Little backyard football here by the quarterback. It looked like he was running around the playground in his early days. The disruption of the timing early was the key, and from that point on, him and his receiver just unable to get on the same page.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. He'll drop to throw. He'll try a long ball looking for Tony. And the Patriots are going to have it just past their 25.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, They force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll go play action with May. Going right sideline and complete. And he will take this one in. 79 yards. Touchdown, New England. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Pats will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play. 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Hall. He'll push forward for about a yard. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. He'll try to run for it with Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing. Inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Here's a toss as they look to run. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
With the score tied 7-7.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's May. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. forcing his way in for the sack.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on first and second down to stay ahead of the chains so third down is not so daunting.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And that is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Got a man downfield. It's Tony. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hall. He's across midfield. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Kadarius Toney, the intended target for that one. It's 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
15-yard pickup there. And the Jets have a 1st down. They'll look to throw. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They'll run. It's Hall. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Breece Hall. Touchdown, New York. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Jets will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick 6. A touchdown for the defense. Here's Bates for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Jets will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
May now on 1st and 10. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
Ready up. 18, Cardinal, 18. Get up.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Back to the ground after the penalty. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, as been the case this entire 1st half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
May to throw on 2nd down. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Go.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. Big strides. Look at him go. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Jets. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Jets add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. Here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's May. A throw on the run is complete. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Here's 3rd and 2. They send the tight end in motion. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
And he's going to have a first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And the Jets are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And he is finally going to be tracked down. It is a huge loss.
Certain guys just have a knack for making splash plays, and I don't even think you can really coach it. I mean, this guy, first he has a pick, now a sack. He comes up with a fumble recovery, Mike. He's getting the football equivalent of a hat trick, and there's no mistake about it. This guy is balling.
Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. 3rd and long.
Go!
He'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
On fourth down, here's Logan Cook to punt. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Rocco switch.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Throwing now from the gun. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Jets will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, here's May. This is caught down that right sideline. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Cole Bishop up to make the play. Second down and 8. From out of the gun, here's May. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Come on, set. Check go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Patriots has it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
Up the middle they go. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Big opening up the middle. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He'll get down to the 15-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is May. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Here we go, set.
Now a give up the middle. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. May going to look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
19, Tiger. Set. Ready.
On the handoff, here comes Hall. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. Go.
He'll drop to throw. Off balance throw. It's complete. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll throw here on 3rd and that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
A loss of 9 brings up 4th down. Logan Cook in punt formation.
So, 3 quarters.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
On comes the punt team now for the Jets, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Here it is on 4th down. And he's going to have the Pats' 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop.
Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second down and 3. They'll turn and hand this one off. There he goes, inside the 30. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is a guy that you do not want to have to tackle in space. I mean, the footwork, the agility, the ability to go side to side and then still have the burst and explosiveness to pick up big yards. I mean, this guy is a handful.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. Going for it all. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Throwing now is May. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So down 2 scores. They're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Ready. Hut, hut.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's complete left side to Tony. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
On the give, it's Hall. And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain. And 4th down's coming up.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we...
Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. Oh, he's got a man, and he caught it. And he's going to get into the end zone. What a call. The fake works to perfection. 4-6. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is May. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. They needed 15, and that's exactly what they got. It is a 1st down.
More often than not, Mike, when a team decides to keep the ball on the ground on a 3rd and long like this, typically the next play is either a punt or a field goal. But give credit here to this play caller. He saw something in the defense, gives the ball to his back, and he's able to pick up big yardage and the 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll stay on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Open man, left side. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now a give on the ground with good blocking leading the way. He's got the 1st down inside the 25. New England going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
Let's go.
Handoff here, up the middle. Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7. Off the play fake, it's May. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. What a big play, a little unscripted there. Greg, that is what tight ends do so well. Hey, you lived it. What are you thinking when the quarterback's on the move out of the pocket?
Scramble drill is the most difficult play to defend down here in the red zone, Mike. It stresses the coverage so much. When you snap your head around of your designed route and you see your quarterback has gotten moved off his spot, now it's just scramble rules. Stay in phase. Work friendly in the same direction as the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of the yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. A game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.